Project-based learning. Every professor says, oh, I know project-based learning. I did that. I failed miserably. Well, the question is, maybe did wrong. I am a fan of project-based learning. What is project-based learning? Now, here are some red, bold words. So it is a process of inquiring, getting response for a complex problem or solution. You do provide a degree of voice and choice. I don't tell a student, design glasses for me. There is no voice and choice. I will tell them, design something to help your grandparents with their daily life. Could be many things, anything. Give them a voice and choice. It has to be fully planned. And of course, it promotes the 21st century that we talk about in morning. C, remember that? But also, all these one, but also it has to align with the learning attribute of the course. I can't tell them, design a car while I'm teaching art. So it has to be carefully designed. So in a continuation, so it's intended to teach significant concept and content. Require critical thinking, problem solving, collaboration, as well as communication. Requires inquiry as a part of that creating something. You have to go do research by yourself. You have to you want to make a car? Well, let's see what a car is built of. You want to write a program, an app? I have to learn something. So you have to get that inquiry by yourself. I can help them. I can give them the right direction, but I'm not going to teach them Python. Hey, maybe you want to use Lisp. Use whatever language you want. It is organized around, this is the more open-ended, driven question. It's not boxed. Again, find a way to help reduce, eliminate the wildfires. It's so out of the box. You can create something to detect it, to monitor it, to help evacuation, to help rebuild the community. These are the ones. The voice and choice. You know why they like the game? They have voice and choice. I can decide what character I am. I decide what path I go, and I do it. If I fail, it's my choice. I don't tell them design something to eliminate wildfire. You decide. Anything helps wildfire, then they own it. Include the process of revision and reflection. See, now, it's not a product, it's a process. I want you to focus on the process. And the most important part is the last part. You must have a public presentation. Without that, not going to work. Why? Because those are shy, so I don't care. I'm not going to show anything. I have something, and okay, here is my project. But when they have a public presentation, and not only that, when I show you, I invite the mayor of Kelowna. I invite deans. I tell them, listen, the mayor is going to be here. The chief, I will show some pictures, the chief, BC chief firefighter member. If you want to get a job, that is your chance. If you blow it in front of the mayor, leave the province. So that's why you make it so important that they would say, you don't know how serious it gets. So these are what we have. Let's go through the flow chart. You launch the project, you start that, and we talk about the SMART later, S-M-A-R-T, which is stand for something. So you enter the event, it's a driven question, you let them, but you monitor them. They come to you and ask for guidance. I have my TAs. Some of them are, crazy. I can't. So, oh, wait a minute. Remember about Erica was saying that some of the solutions so technologically advanced. You saw that. Well, I tune it down. Hey, you don't know. You don't have $1 million budget. So you help them. Next step is you build the required knowledge. Either I teach them or I tell them, here are the resources. Each of my TAs, they are good in something. One in programming, one in that. Go talk to that TA. If you want 3D print, talk to a TA. So they have resources, but you have to learn how to do 3D printing. It's not a part of my course. If you need some help, I help you. But I'm not going to teach you 1, 2, 3. It's a divergent study. And then, of course, you develop, you revise, you answer the question, and you present your product. So some of these presentations are so serious that you won't believe. So why? Because the students understand the deeper level. So the project built necessary skills which they needed. C. The projects allow the student to gain real life experience. When you get a job, you work in a team. In a team, you have a project. Are you a counter or philosopher or engineer? You work in a team. So common types of projects, there are examples. So we can go over them. There are like, some of them. I have better ones. Like for example, the wildfire, water shortage, road safety. We talk about, you are even a historian. You talk about a phenomenal time period. So here what's happening in project-based learning. So you start from a question, a challenge, wildfire. People lose their lives, the properties, happens in Kelowna. And then, what do you need to know? You need to know if you want to make a device that detects fire, so do you have some app? You know how to develop app? That's required. So you want to develop app, you go to that section, you learn it. You keep asking. Obviously, while you are working in a group, you're developing those skills. This is your project, not mine. I don't even tell them who forms group. They pick their own partners. And provide the feedback, and they present. Problem solving is the most important thing. Now, you have to be very careful that when you set a project, it has to be a SMART project. SMART stands for S, it has to be specific. Help wildfire. I didn't ask to send a man to the moon. It has to be related to the wildfires. It has to be measurable. Okay, do you have a device? Show me. Device is not complete, you get half of the marks. Device is not robust, you lose marks. The device is partially addressed that is not good. So it has to be measurable. It has to be attainable. It has to be in a way that you can also practice it in a way it's supposed to work. It has to be relevant. It has to have time and budget. If you say something takes 2 years, I'm sorry, you have only 13 weeks. You don't have 2 years. If you need $2 million, no. Each group, they have $100 budget. They can use this budget the way they want. I have lots of, for example, electronics. They come to me and say, I want an Arduino. Okay, here is $20 already used. So it's very important for these, and then I have it here too also. You can see that here. So they said that the goal has to be, you can't say that, well, I just want to design something, a robot goes and control the fire. Do you know robotics? No, wrong. So it has to be achievable. And sometimes students come with these crazy ideas. We shut it down right at the beginning. You don't know. Do you know C++ language? No, it takes a long time. So one thing I really want you to pay attention is that when you make a project, this project has to have a meaning, personal feeling. So if I make a project that, can you help someone that you never met and you don't care to have a better life? Most probably they won't say, well, I don't care. But if I tell them, use your grandma. Everyone loves grandma. I want to help my grandma. Or, hey, 2 years ago, the school had this problem. Remember that? They had to shut down. Remember? Now, help this. They remember that. So make a difference. And that's why I invite mayors and I invite, the other important people, because this creates a community impact. Make sure it's public. That's the most important. This is the video I have. One of them.
We are in a very crucial time in the history of mankind. And I believe engineers, they have a role.
This is what I do.
The leaders to solve these problems. Tonight is our first year CAD
500 students.
design showcase. Every year, students first year, first term, we give them an open-end project. And today is the day that they present their project. This year we picked two very interesting themes which directly affect the community. Number one, designing a mechanism, a device that helps elderly citizens with their day-to-day life. The second theme is designing a game which improves attention span in children with autism and ADD.
This design project and this idea of having first-year students create an actual product physical that we can then market out to the real world, not only has it taught us a lot of really valuable design skills, but it's also taught us a lot about project management. We took a problem and we created a solution. We've had the opportunity to really create something impactful. We're actually hoping to go on and patent it and maybe even introduce it as an actual viable product on the open market, which for first year isn't that bad.
Our goal was to solve a problem for the elderly, and our design is a cane that'll detect falls. So it's got a touch sensor, accelerometers, tilt sensors, stuff like that, and it's all hooked up to a speaker. It can detect when an old person falls and drops the cane basically. It'll start beeping and alert people around them.
I can see students getting smarter and smarter. They're more technologically inclined. Also, we give them more tools. They use 3D printing technology. They have 4-axial CNC machine. They have a hot wire cutter. And obviously, they can accomplish more. In few short years, they will be full-fledged engineers. And I would like to make profound and positive changes in their community, in their country, and around the globe.
So you see, make an impact, something important. Everyone cares about the elderly people. And everyone, if you have someone, that people with autism, they have problems, you create something. The group that actually make that, Mr. Lee, they patented. And they're still working on. So you see that toy? Because children with autism, they can't express their feeling. You talk and then they break something because they're angry. But that toy, now is only about 3 or 4, but now they made it about 24 different feelings. Confusion, angry, upset, frustrated. That is first year, first term. They did this. So try to make it in a community-driven impact. Something from the community, maybe even the community of your own community of this university. If you're engineering problem, maybe with the water, maybe when I went to Xi'an, I don't know whether I have that or not, I asked them, have you seen this one? Yes? No? No. Watch this one.
The attitude of problem solving among our engineering students, they learn lots of theoretic, but...
No, we talk about donation bins, right? We did. We talked about that. So that was the donation bin. When I taught that course to Xi'an, I told them, go and help design something to help your dormitory. And they came up with amazing, amazing idea. So I'll give you some examples, for example. So we talk about pandemic. Oh, there are many ways how to improve the personal hygienes in a pandemic, how to protect yourself against getting infected, how do you increase awareness about that, so how you comfort people are already infected psychologically. So there are many, many of them. You saw this one too, I don't care about that one. So now here is what I promote to my students. So something repeated from the morning session. Failing is good. You hear what I said? Failing is good. Help students to fail early and fast. Because then they fail, they learn to become better. So Fail fast, fail often. Don't force them to fail, but it's important that they fail. So this is a successful way. You fail, you fail, you fail, and you succeed. This is wrong. It's like either you fail or you pass, you fail, done. The game is over. There is no game doing like this. So you learn. In a game, exactly the same thing too. How many times you lose a life and come back and play the game for 100 times and then you win? It should be the same way in the real life. So also, it's very important, when I form groups, I try also to become culturally diverse. So again, same as this group, I try to make, gender, culture, language, and then they feel more comfortable. So here is now the CAD cam I had. I offer that in Xi'an. I talk about Lucy, but not for them anyway. This course was taught to a group of Chinese students. So they have 2 teams helping elderly citizens and improve the dormitory. And, they did very well in the term. And then, because I did that to prove that the dean of this university, which is my friend, that there is no difference. Chinese students are equally good, if not better than any other students. You help them, you let them to think outside of the box. And then they grow. And, they did a good job. I made it a public presentation. TV came, local news came. All the deans of university, they were there. High parents came. And it was a whole show. They were evaluated, very good. We decide who's the winning team. And then we have dine and wine. This gentleman here is he was the president of NPU. And then this man, Steve, it was first time, and so I love it. And he's a part of the government, education, and he invited me, and I gave a biggest talk to all the, high rank officials in education in province of Shanxi. We try to come up with some ideas, but of course the pandemic hit, and we kind of stopped. So makerspace is very important. It started again by the most important school in the world, Stanford, Jose Platern's School of Design, and we follow that. So now, do we have a makerspace here in your university, right? Do you have a makerspace? Yes, no? Do we have a makerspace, professors? No? You know what is a makerspace? Is not a lab. Makerspace is a place that the student can go do whatever they want. They have tools, no need to pay, they build things, create, we never ask. If you have that, it's good. If you don't have, that's a very important part of learning in any universities.
We actually have 2 makerspaces. One is in this campus and the other is in...
And is it correct? Is makerspaces, they should run by students for students?
It's run by us, but it's for students.
Okay, well, but when it's run by you, means what is your role as a professor there? You sit down there?
I mean run by university.
Run by university, of course, but...
Run by university, because university...
But who are the facilitator? Who are the...
In charge of purchase the...
No, purchase, of course, but who is... The door is open. A student will go, can cut their hands or everything. No, someone should be a facilitator. Someone can help them.
No,
who is...
They have to borrow the room. So we have some protection policy for them. Yeah.
Well, makerspace is not about equipment. It's about actually the training.
Yeah, the training.
And we do have, like here's our makerspace is, first of all, it's run by students, for students. I am one of the steering committee members. They come to me when there is something wrong. Something breaks, I'm just a fixing things person. We have different zones. We have different badges. So there are different expertise. We tell them, do you have badge? Everyone should have a safety badge, credential. Your safety badge, you can come in. You don't have, don't come. If you don't have safety badge, don't come, but I make whatever you want. But safety badge takes about 2 hours of course to take, and then safety badge. And then we tell them, okay, well, you want to use 3D printer? Take badge number 2. And then we ask them, you know how to do it? Then go use it. But then badge, advanced 3D printing, use that machine. CNC, and that's how it works. But the most important thing is that they are not using it for the courses, because I have 50 other 3D printers for my course. This is for students, run by students. So that's a very important part of any learning. And again, when we talk about design thinking, this is what we really promote. You empathize, you define, you ideate, you prototype, you test. I'm not going to go through that video, but here is an interesting part. Let me just forget about that one. Here is what I want to promote. So you see now, at the beginning you are confused. In the project, students are confused completely. And then as we go along, they become more clear. And that's the design cycle. Okay? They become more clear. And again, you focus on the process, not the product. Well, I'm going to give you a little slack time. And this is the makerspace we have.
Design is a problem-solving process. So you have a problem, you come up with several solutions, you improve the solutions, you design, and the next step you manufacture. Makerspace is a place that people from different disciplines, they come to collaborate, to invent, to innovate, and to make. Students always have brilliant ideas, but how they go from the step of ideation to the stage of manufacturing and prototyping, there's been always a gap. Makerspace is where these two are being bridged together. I think makerspace is an inevitable part in any institutes, and I'm very proud to say that a group of us built this place for the use of our students in our campus. This space has different stations. We have a variety of 3D printers. We have various CNC equipments, 3, 4, or 5 axial CNC machines. We have electronic and electrical components. And we have the space that people can get together with a united purpose of collaborating to build, to solve problems, to present, and perhaps to improve their academic background informally. This space will be open to any students in our campus, to our faculties, to the instructor of courses that they feel this space would fit in within their curriculums. We envision that this space perhaps will be open to also to communities, to high school students. The sky is the limit. You can build as complex parts as you wish to design. Whatever equipment we have today in this place is being used commercially in advanced labs that they are manufacturing in commercial labs. So I don't put a cap that what students and other users are capable to build with this equipment. Their imagination is their limit.
So now let's go to our next activity, which is the most important one. So we have 3 groups now. And here is the activity. Now, pay attention. Imagine, I'm glad that there's no professor, doesn't matter. So imagine you are teaching a course. Obviously, you are teaching a course. In fact, I need to, well, that's okay. Even we can, think about your professors, it doesn't matter. So here is the activity. Imagine you are teaching a course, and course, whatever you want to pick is okay. So you pick perhaps a concept in your course, that concept or several concepts related to that course can be taught through a project, right? So you design that project. I give you an example. For example, I did this a while ago, and it was a very good example. It was about nutrition. And the project was that here we give 100 RMB to students, and you come up with the best buying options for 100 RMB to have all the nutritions a day, all the vitamins, and then lowest amount of waste, and so on. And every group, I'm talking about you designing the project, you are not competing now. Every groups will go, you give 100 to 10 groups, for example, in your course, they come up with the products. You can say that here, I decide this, 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 and then of course, you as an instructor, you have to have a way to evaluate it, okay? So if you design a project, obviously the project has to have many factors. So the factors are, number one, the concept that you want the students to learn. Now you are professors. What project you design, that this project satisfy the requirement of the course. How do you evaluate the project? You have to have a marking scheme. And then, of course, you have to present. They have to present it. Now, often, for this course, for example, I thought, there is a poster. This is what we do. You need to make a poster for your project, for that course, which go over those concepts. Here I'm giving you 3 Ds of one. These are the 3 papers. And each of you, first of all, you don't do it now, but you will do it later. So using this paper here, I'm going to glue it here. So when you decide what you want to do, don't worry, I got to put it here. You decide what project is that, and you make your own poster. So this poster is your project. Again, you present this to students. Students come to this project, participate, but this poster should represent many things. The name, the marking scheme, even you can make an imaginary date and events. And so this would be your project-based lecture course. So now when you want to make a poster, make sure these things are embedded. So don't worry. Here, Stephanie, get this one. And if you mess up, you can do another one. Now here, you need about half an hour, and I walk with you guys to create it. But before you decide a course, what course? You can make it up. In that course, let's say, for example, I'm gonna teach statics. Statics is about the law of forces. Then I make my project as a spaghetti bridge. Every group, not you, your students, we give them 2 kilograms of spaghetti. So you have to say that a spaghetti bridge project. And here is the criteria. So we put load on whomever has more load is a winner. And then this has this much. For every load, every kilogram, you get 2 extra marks. So this should be as clear as possible for your student. But now, don't forget, when you're making your poster again, so this is the project base, you consider one or a few the concept in your course, you create a project to cover that, and this is actually a way to evaluate. Don't forget, make the poster as bright, as colorful. Here are my suggestions. Sorry, few comments. Pick a vibrant title, something related, nothing boring. So make the poster colorful, loud, eye-catching. Make sure you are clear about marking a scheme. It's more important, who's winning, okay? Well, yes, this guy won, but what is your grade? Oh, every kilogram load you add 5 extra mark. Because the students technically want to get a mark. If you are not clear about the marking, students say, well, it's very unfair. If everyone wins, there's no point. There's no incentives. And you make sure you are following the learning attributes. If this is about statics, you talk about the forces, you have to teach them how to use the spaghetti bridge somehow. But that poster does not teach them anything. That poster representing the actual project. So, and don't forget, the very most important is the presentation. You tell them there's a presentation, or you think about the presentation. If it's a, for example, there was a group, I remember that in Jinan, one group said that for the aerodynamic teaching, we have a dragon boat race. The boat has better aerodynamic with this much force, goes further. Oh, there we go. So there's an event. How far it goes. Every 10 meters, you get 2 extra marks. So I want you to think about a project in a course either you actually teach or you think you will teach. Or you are already taking that course. So we don't have 2 hours, but we do have, I want you to spend 1 hour. You make that poster, and here what we'll do is after, it's a very small group, we can wrap it up. We will post this one to the wall. Every group, they present their own poster. There will be some discussion, and then every member are given some hearts, 2 hearts, you put in a poster that you like most. And the winner get a prize. Okay? So you have 2 hours to start. Are we clear about this, right? Pinky, are we clear? Kind of or no? Kind of. Ask questions, point of clarity. Are you clear, Mohsen? Well, ask questions, please. Ask me questions. How I can make it more clear?
We should design the project, just design it, yeah?
Just design the project. And this is poster represent that project. You are professors now. All of you are professors. This is about you as a professor designing a project to give to your student for helping them to understand a certain concept. This poster clear for your student. This is for your student. But when you make it, in a sense, you are explaining to yourself as well. That this is, okay, marking a scheme. Oh, there we go. These are the concepts to learn. Be creative. I'm going to help you with this, okay? First, at this stage, for first 5-10 minutes, you pick up the concept. And then you work on building a project. Remember that? Community impacted. Don't send a man to the moon. Something related to you, your heart, your community. Make a public presentation, marking a scheme. So you don't need to do anything. And of course, we have lots of callers here, so we can do it. Why not we start to talk among yourself? And I'm going to be around here, and I'm going to, yeah. So are you clear about this? You don't need none of them yet. At this point, we need to talk about the project. What project you want to pick? What course you want to pick? You should discuss. What are your area of expertise? Are you undergrad or grad? Undergrad, grad. Master, PhD is called graduate. First, second, third, fourth is...
I'm just freshman.
Your first year?
Yes.
And? First year. So you are all, in English, called undergraduate. We have undergrad, we have grad. Grad is master's or PhD. Okay. You take so many courses, correct, so far? Example, one course that you like very much. One, each one. Guys, we don't have time. We have to do it fast, okay? We have to be like this. A course that you enjoy. Maybe your senior friend, yeah. Hydrology. You know hydrology. Can you explain? Or something maybe first year. Hydrology is a little more because I don't know. Come on, what course you like? You don't need to look at just, what course? You have taken courses or no? It's the first time. You've taken courses, right? What course you like?
The course we have
Okay.
is all just basic subject,
Basic subject. What is the basic? Math is basic?
like calculus.
Calculus is a course. Doesn't matter. Course is a course. Do you take physics?
Yes.
Physics is a course. Let's work on physics. What chapter you like? Let's talk about, for example, forces. So come up with a project that you, as a professor, wants to teach your student forces. Don't use a spaghetti bridge, because I told you, okay? So, and then make that into a project that the students can complete the project, present it, gain knowledge and some marks. Okay? Are you clear or no? Yeah, do it. First talk about the concept. Let's focus on physics. And then come up with a project. Shoot something or do something, you know. But it has to be smart, measurable. You know, remember that all those smart things, yeah? So let me go back here. Smart. There we go. Smart. We need to think about the smart is specific, measurable, attainable. Your project should have these one. You teach about 2 months, should finish in 2 months, okay? So now I'm here. So what concept of course we are talking?
We're just discussing on how to evaluate.
For evaluate what? What course? Forget about evaluation. What concept you have? What project?
We're talking about like
Airplane design.
Okay. Paper. It's okay. So this is the for.
Typical project.
But, okay, airplane design.
Yes.
Paper airplane design, for example. So is it aerodynamic? Is it the course aerodynamic course? Okay, good. Then you talk about, for example, you can't say, I want to do a whole aerodynamic. Maybe the air friction. And now, here is a concept. So you need to know what the students have to know about the air friction, for example. And then, yes, there is a project, maybe paper airplane. And okay, so there will be an event. Students bring their airplanes. Somehow, yeah, they will throw it, how far it goes. So make a name for it, make a marking for it, how many times they can try, how many chances do you have, and maybe you can say you can make 3 airplanes, right? So make each group make 3 airplanes, first, second, and third. Each time you improve and don't change it, you make the first one, leave it there. Based on, you try at home, no good, but don't break it. And then make the second one, improvement. And third one, now you bring all 3, here is this, the project. You throw it, of course the one who goes further is the best, but also how much you improve each time. That's extra mark for you. The first one goes 1 meter, 10 meters, 100 meters, wow.
And we're also thinking about, some sort of incentives.
Well, good, very good.
For example, we want to make it more realistic
Sure.
by creating some sort of fundraising.
Yeah, that's what I like. Fundraising, this is fun. Outside of the box, that's exactly.
We give them some different groups some fake money.
Yeah.
The same amount of money, so they can invest on the best project. They
It's more fun, and then learn something else as well. I like it. I really, really like it. Okay? But you have to, next 45 minutes, I want this to be full of information. Don't flood it. Don't write like 5,000 lines. Pictures, concept, and the restraint or whatever you have, scheme, marking scheme. Very good. I like the fundraising part. Guys, I already have someone doing a good job. Let's talk about you guys. Can I sit here? So what project you are working on? What course?
We are thinking of let students think about sustainable
Development goals.
development goals.
Development
Sustainable.
SDGs.
Yeah.
Sustainable Development Goals.
That's very good. No, here it's a very big picture. You know?
Yeah.
So how do you design a project in a way they learn few concepts in this area?
Yeah. Because there are 17 goals, so we're planning.
It's way too much. So we
I
cannot.
know.
Yeah.
So we will let students choose only 1 or 2 interesting.
3 is better. 2 or 3 is better. Yeah. 1 is not too many.
Okay.
And
And then let them create the products relating to the
to fit the
Right. But of course, that's very good. I like it. I like it very much. But also, now you have to think about how do you evaluate it? how do they present it? How do you know who is better than who's what? You know, you can, yeah. So because you have to, it's a course, right?
Okay.
So you have to know who gets, it depends on what mark, who gets.
Okay.
So this is good.
Okay.
This is right to the point. So try to add more details. You know what I'm saying? To make it, it's like painting a canvas. You make it with the pencil, then you make more and more. I want you to be crystal clear when you present it, okay? Goals, marking scheme, presentation, evaluation, who are the judges, everything, okay? Good, Pinky. You have a question? You're good, right? Work more, I come back to you. What do you think, guys? Are you good?
Some progress. Yes.
You have some progress.
We just talk about our course is about opera.
Opera.
Yes.
That's no problem. Opera is good. No, that's good. And you can make it up. You know, that's okay.
We want to let the students to
Create a play.
not create, choose one opera and
Evaluate it.
yeah,
Or change it.
Change some of the section. And
To make it better or more funnier
Yes.
or something.
they have to design how the story goes and how.
They create, yeah, okay. Copy and paste, cut and paste, yeah.
Yes.
Good. You can use internet, any sources, it's all good. There's no cheating involved. You want to get internet, you want to get design, whatever, do it. In total, you have 45 minutes to finish it from beginning to the end, and then we're going to present it.
And then
They cannot invest
they go with their final, they have their final design, and then try 3 times. And then in the same way, we can understand how much our investment is correct or not. It's another way of evaluation by the professor, I guess.
You know why? That's really is smart. You know why? Because not only you're doing the job, I really like it, but also you can see others, and you can say, oh, this is smarter than mine. I want to put all my money there. Very smart. Now this is the learning. Who came up with the idea? Is it good? You see what I'm saying that? So you can make your own, but now you have money. I should maybe even think about it. You use your currency, and one of the things also is that how much money you make at the end. Whomever makes more money, extra money, because you invested on something. It's not by luck, but your knowledge that you know that this is good design. You evaluate it, and then you invest it. Good.
That's how at the end of the session with the
midterm
and the final.
But it's only about the project. You can say that, yeah, you have 3 components in the course. Midterm, final, and project. Or you just talk about the project.
Yeah, just means final and midterm fundraising session.
Like the first evaluation.
We are going to design in this way. We have some fundraising on the first, on the first design. We have just asked them for the raw design, not the final prototype, not the final model. It's
Okay.
just
Yes. Yeah.
first step prototype.
Yeah, but you don't need to invest on that one. I thought that one way.
Somehow like a proposal for research,
That's okay.
just-
But correct me, is your project. But I was thinking on the event that they're throwing it, you give every person or group 100 fake money. And then you said that you go check other ones too. And look, oh, it's so good. Put your money. If he or she wins that group, you lost. You are not the winner. You cannot invest on your own too. And then if they become second, you can get some money. If you you put your money in the loser one, you get nothing. At the end, one way, there's an extra bonus or some marks is how much money your group get at the end. You see what I'm saying? So by evaluating others and investing money, it was only one time, one final design, and one final project, one final put the money. You hear what I'm saying? Do you understand? Yeah, makes sense? That's how it's a very, very smart idea. You can win, and people invest on you because they know you are good, they also benefit from your design. Good. I need, yeah. So you're ready, right? You okay, and you want to use that one later, right? Yeah. Make sure the project, it is smart, right? A specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Good to involve money too. For example, I'll give you an example. You want to make an opera, that's okay. Why not you tell everyone that you come and each of you have tokens like this or some money, and every group present their project, like actually they play they play, let's say Shakespeare or like a Hamlet. If they are good in altering it, then other people vote for them. And whomever get more money or token is the winner. Part of the project marks comes from other people to evaluate it. You see what I'm saying? That's good. That's one way. Doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Very good. I like this eye. Earth in the center.
Yeah. Earth.
Earth is in the center.
Yeah, so I...
Make a circle and yeah.
And then some...
Yeah. Good. And send some kind of map, yeah. Or can some use the blue for water? Yeah. Yeah. Just be cognizant of the time. You still have time, but you want to wrap it up in half an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The final products. Yeah, that's good.
Australia, New Zealand.
That's okay. You don't have to go to a detail.
Yeah.
It's not about making a map.
This icon.
That was the orange one, yeah.
Yeah, orange one. Easy.
But obviously they have to do something, students, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to evaluate it. You have to, So you can have students also judge each others as a part of the judging process. Or you can have external judges, right? Either way. Marking scheme, evaluation, the date maybe, where the location. Just make the more realistic details. How they can win. What are the criteria, right?
Maybe just this one.
Ensure health and promote well-being for all at all ages. Is our target?
There should be an ultimate goal that this is maybe many, but at least one, this is the objective of the project. So or can be more, or you can maybe assign, say that there are these 3 factors, each one has 10 marks, and how much you get in out of 10, how much out of 10, how much out of 10, the total marks counts. Somehow, you're addressing few, so there are 17, obviously, you don't want to do all of it. But the main thing is the students learn something of doing this. It doesn't have to make something, maybe a concept. The project could be a concept. The project could be a physical things. The project could be maybe a dance or maybe a performance, right? But it has to be evaluatable, okay? Yeah. You guys, don't spend too much time on this, do that. No, it's okay. But, yeah, reward is good. Yeah, how important it is, level, 1, 2, 3, is it high, significant impact, medium impact, low impact? And based on that, you can say how many people you are affecting. You work in community, if it's a 10,000 people or 10 million people. So this is important, how much it is actually affecting them. So this could be a norm, Make a title. Title is important, yeah. Guys, you have about 25 minutes.
Stage of life. Or just use the whole age.
I think it depends on students. If they choose like this one, they need to figure out like which age they are trying to do.
That's good. But as long as when you tell that this, somehow you have to know. It depends on the students, you have voice and choice. But when it comes to marking, you do have to have a marking scheme. That students go after something with the better marks. Because a student wants to get a good mark. For them, the currency is mark. So somehow, they have to go after something, for example, highest impact. And that's how they learn. Because then they pick the most impact in the community. You have to always think about the learning aspect of it.
Yeah.
So why they do this, and based on why they did, they learn something.
Yeah. So I think if the more impact, elder
Maybe elder, yeah.
people, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe the infant.
Or exactly, I said 1 to 5.
Just choose one. Okay.
Why you chose that?
Okay.
That is a learning. You learn something. You, of course, you want to get more marks, but you pick something that has more impact. That's correct.
Okay.
But no, a student should choose, not you. No, you give choice to a student, not you. You are not a student, you are a designer of the course, right? You give them, students, you have the choice. You go after the highest impact, and this is the marking. But then when they go after, let's say, infants, they realize infants are better, for example, demographic, and we got to get better mark. But forget about the mark, they think about the impact. They learn. You have to always think about the learning objective, but of course, it translated to student performance, and they get better marks. Okay? Add more details. I want to see more details, colors, feeling, pictures, loud, vibrant. Marking scheme is important, yeah. Good. Work together. Good. Hurry up. Talk about the money, everything here, fundraising. I want to see them dollar sign here. Come on. This is important. I don't want you to explain that. It should talk itself. Your poster should be talking. Your poster should represent. Okay. Yeah. Design your own opera. D-U-O-O. Or you should have say, yeah, do you. Okay, just make something, Don't forget. It has to have marking scheme, objectives, how to evaluate it. You could always include the own students evaluate each other's with that token. You know what I'm saying? I see the same thing with you guys. You evaluate each other's, yeah.
You have some, like this one scheme, marking scheme. You have.
This is not the marking scheme. This is not the marking scheme. This is the activities the student learn. You can decide the marking scheme. You can say that it's based on the impact from 1 to 10,000, this mark. You have to design the marking scheme. This is your project. You tell them this is how you be marked. But obviously, your marking scheme should be related to the learning outcome. The more you think they learn, the better the marks you should get. That's the thing, So it could be impact, could be like, they want to have paper airplane. The further the plane goes is better. That's the number one, you know what I'm saying? You decide, you as the instructor of the course, you decide what would be the marking scheme and how students can get a better mark, but the learning is the most important thing. If they learn more, they get a better mark. Performance. Guys, 10 more minutes to make a prototype. That's the part. Give extra mark for it.
Okay.
Marking scheme. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you want to like
No.
painting is
No.
awful.
Is it sore?
Sore, yeah.
I think sore has one R.
Yeah, it has one R. It's just some.
Oh, see, so
yeah.
Sore and score.
I want to write more R's.
But then you make it smaller like this.
Yeah, okay.
More
that's my problem.
Well, you can make it perspective, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it's all good.
Yeah, okay.
Sore, score.
No.
You make more because you want to make some involved money?
The budget.
Very good.
500, 500.
But it has to be realistic.
And also reward for students if they win.
If they win,
Real money?
they mean to buy materials.
No. If you're talking about the project budget for everyone the same. If you are talking about the actual monetary reward, still is okay. But which one is which? Is it the money they win, they put it in their pocket, or is the budget for the project?
Budget for, right now the budget is for the project.
For a project, that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Project has time, has budget, has manpower. How many people a group are 2, 3, 10, you know, that's.
Yeah. So project, I think that
Project, yeah.
around the 500,000.
$500.
Right. Taiwan dollar.
Taiwan. Because the 500 American dollars is lots of money. I want that project.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Add more. And make sure you are clear about the project because you're going to explain everyone else. Loud and clear. You need to speak like loud. Okay, yes.
I'm a little confused about what relevant means.
Relevant means this course is about what? This course, for example, is about, if this is about painting, it's wrong. It's the opera. It's nothing to do with the painting. So if you are, the course, the project has to be related to the objectives of the course, the goals. Do you understand? You know, am I right? I mean, if you talk about aerodynamics, don't say I'm going to do opera. Nothing to do aerodynamic and opera. What they do, the outcome of this project, they should learn some of the objective of the course. Okay, guys, 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes to win it. You're going to make it.
Yeah.
Add more details. Add more informations. Yeah, that's okay. It's all good, but don't add too much, you know. But
it's enough here.
It's enough here. But you have to have it in your head because the people ask you questions, okay? Add more. 10 more minutes. Add more feeling. Marking a scheme. Dollar is good. You know, I mean, add, underline here because, you know, show that these are important parts. Add more. So it doesn't matter, I'm just saying that. Maybe different color, maybe blue or something. So I want you to understand. Yeah, that's okay. These are okay. More colorful, more. Guys, 7 more minutes. Hurry up. Yeah, something related to project. Make a logo, yeah. But add more to the, yeah. Marking a scheme. Clear a sky. Do it, yeah. 2 more minutes. Last changes, 2 minutes. Hurry up, 2 minutes. You're gonna bet it fast. Where are you guys going? Where are you going, guys? Hurry up. Okay, guys, hurry up. Now 1 minute to wrap it. And we start with the order of red, green, yellow. By the way, this is how we do it. Every team, you have one person. You can actually, all 3 of you can stand and you explain everything to others. Other people can ask questions. After we did this, they put all 3 posters on that wall, and you have 2 sets of stickers. Every person get 2 red, 2 pink. Pinks are for the actual project design, and red are for the poster presentation, how good the poster are. So you are not allowed to use it for your own poster. That's a cheating. So it's for other posters, correct? So you can add both in one. You can have, you know, all 4 in one, or you can give 1 on each, okay? So these are, everyone has 4. You can use it in both, put in one. If you like only 1, I mean, technically, we should have 10 of them, but now you have 2. So where is the other guy? Okay, everyone is here. Okay, yes, group. Red, stand up and present your project. Start with the name, context, and everything else. Loud and clear. In the front, loud and clear. Professors, please.
So this is our project. So we plan to focus on sustainable development goals. So actually, sustainable development goals, including 17 goals, but we only focus on 3 of them. So they are good health, well-being, sustainable cities, and communities and climate actions. So our goals is, let's choose one of these 3 goals to create a project. So the main goal is they need to create one of these SDG products. Okay, and they must relate to one of these 3 goals. They can choose one of them. So the time frame will be the project that they want to create. It must last around 3 months. We also set the limit for the group members. So each group will include around 4 members. And here are the budgets and the reward. So we, as the professor, will provide them with the budget for each project. So each project will receive 150,000 NTD.
No, it's 500. Oh, this one? Oh, no, this one. Yeah. Budget.
The budgets that professor need to provide them. And also for the winning team, they also receive the reward. So the winning team will receive the reward of 500,000 NTD. So I think that is kind of like reward to encourage them to do more with the project. Okay, so yeah, and our slogan is better life, better living. And also here is the marking scheme. So we set 6 criteria to mark their project. So what are they? First of all is understanding of the goal. So the team who create the project, they need to understand like what is the good health well-being, what is sustainable cities and communities, and like the climate action, etc. So they need to understand. And the second criteria is content and research. So of course, when they involved in this project, they need to really understand what kind of information they need to include in the project. And they also need to do some research to create the products. The next one is creativity and innovation. Because it's related to create the products. So they also need to be creative and try to create the meaningful products that can really help people according to these goals. And next one is impact and feasibility. So of course the products need to be impactful. And it can maybe change something, or it can support people when they are like in their daily life. Okay, next one, we will mark them depending on the plantation. So group members need to cooperate with each other to present their products. And they also like working as a teamwork, collaborate, and to present to maybe the whole class or something else. So basically will depend on these criteria. And so that's it for the projects that we are going to.
Very good. Don't go anywhere. I have questions. Yeah. So first of all, you can ask questions from this team. If you are critique them, if anything unclear, ask question. Like for example, I want to ask one thing. So I would have preferred to switch these two, give them more budget to work on something rather than the reward. Their true reward is their marks. But this is good. But the more money they have, they will do a better job because you want the outcome. That's one. I like the fact that they give I always also give marks for the presentation because it's important. And you said that group members or class can evaluate each other's, correct? How about the other one? How do we evaluate? Like 20. What is 20? What is your norm for this evaluation? Because it's not very numeric. How do you evaluate this group get 18, this group get 17? Based on what factor? You see, now this is maximum 20, correct? Yeah. How do you know this is 19, 15? How do you evaluate it? Based on what, in one category, how?
I think students need to have ability to present in an understandable way.
This is this is a quality. You want to make it quantity, right? So you are converting something which is a beauty. So you cannot say you are 17, you are 19. So what is the way that you can weight this that easily for a student to understand? Otherwise they would complain. Why I got 19? You got 17. You know what I'm saying? You understand, right?
Yeah.
So
what is
please.
Write a report.
Bravo.
Write a report, or we should have a quiz, or
Quiz inside the project? That's a little. After. Well, that's one way. But I would say you work more on, because a student, think about this, their currency is marks. If they get a bad marks, or very unfair, I hate it. And they would not like the course. So you have to be crystal clear. One thing that I like that, you can say impact, number of people are impacted. The higher the number, you get more marks. That is something that from quality become to quantity. Yeah.
Yeah, so first one should be the write a report.
Yeah, write a report, yeah.
The teacher can evaluate the total.
So the teacher decides, right?
Yeah, the teacher decides.
Anything else what your professor wants to add? Yeah, maybe you have some other points.
We ask the ChatGPT. They give these mark schemes, and also we have details how to evaluate the 20 marks.
But ChatGPT, it's good, but it's not actually, again, think about the ChatGPT, So you need to use the ChatGPT in a co-reasoning. But overall, I like that. So I like few things. Extra reward is always good. The budget is good. You pick only 3 out of 17. If I would have 17, it would have been very difficult. So this is a good project. Very good. Thank you. So let's put it here. Okay, next team. Group green. Other people try to critique them. Try to grill them. Give them hard time. Ask difficult questions. Okay, professor is good.
Okay, so...
Okay, loud and clear. Stephanie?
Okay, so the name of our course is Aerodynamics, and our project is based on this course, Aerodynamics, and we are affiliated with Airbus and NASA. So we invite you to fly with NYCU, and here we separate our details into 3 parts. The first is the most important one, time and location. So since this course is the next semester, so it starts from February 17th to 6th, and our final evaluation, which this project takes place, is on June 6th. And
6-6, probably, yeah.
Yeah, and the location is the NYCU sports field, so just the track and, just the place you already know, and it's the best place for flying airplanes. And the audience, which is the most important part. We invite engineers, professors from NASA, ITR, and NSTC, and also from other top universities like NTU, NCKU, and NTHU to evaluate our students and come to see how NYCU students implement the knowledge they've learned in aerodynamics into the contest. And now we're on to the part of the rule. So the rule is very simple. Distance is key. So the further the plane flies, the more points you get. So say the first place flies their airplane for 10 meters, then that group is the first place. And the second place might have 8 meters, and so on, etc. And the second rule we have is we encourage the students to have a trial and error process. So you can fail. Failure is key. So your group has 3 chances to fly an airplane. So say we have 5 groups, and there's the first run. 5 groups shoot their airplanes individually. And when they are looking at the other groups, how their airplanes fly, they can modify their design and fly the second time and the third time. And your score is based on the longest flight you have. And the third is utilize what you learned. Since we are an aerodynamics course and this project is also affiliated with this course, we encourage you to use concepts like aerodynamics, physics, air friction, drag and lift forces, anything you've learned in this course to implement. And this is a very important part which I'll go on to, which I'll explain the next. So the most important part for students. What are the rewards? So the first place, you can get 5 extra marks during this course. If your plane flies longest, you get 5 marks. It's simple, it's easy. The second place, you get 3 extra, and the third place, you get 1 extra. But there's a bonus. If your plane doesn't fly well, you can also invest. We put the importance on investing because, remember what I said about the rules? You need to implement those concepts. And before you actually fly your plane, there's sort of a convention, presentation thing. And each group gets to sell their idea of their plane. Like they might say, we design and trial and error on this design that. maybe flies to the farthest or has the lightest material. Use the knowledge you've learned. And each group gets something like a budget, a currency, and you can place your sort of like betting, place your bet gambling on other groups. So say I have $10 and I think group 3 has the most promising design. I put all my $10 on group 3. And here is the equation. If group 3 gets the first place, and I put 100% of my budget and I bet 100% of my money on group 3, I get 5 points because I bet on the right group. I used my knowledge to evaluate whether this group has a better design than the other group. And so by this process, students not only learn how to design their own project, but also learn how to critical think about other groups' designs. And this is our project, and thanks. And that's score and score.
Very good, bravo. Ask questions. You understood the last part, the investment part, right? Did you understand the investment part? Yes, no? It's kind of smart because I do my own, I have a couple of questions, but it's important. I designed this and I maybe win or not. But you guys come and look at that and say, oh, that's a smart idea. I think you're going to win. Because I evaluate yours and I put my money on this one, and if you win, I lose, sorry, but I can gain from evaluating you and get bonus marks. That's interesting. I never heard about that idea. So I let them ask, I have one question.
Yes.
You said that they can modify for the next run?
Yeah.
But that is very short, like it's on the fly. I don't think that's a good idea, right? So they have, they spend 12 weeks to design something. You change it in a minute. Am I right? Is it what you said that? You said you change it, run one, do something. But that's just like a paper. You can do it. But
she means that they can have 3 different designs.
3 different design, yes. But also 3 different design. They could do it by hand in their own. So what I suggest is this. So they do one design 3 different times. Okay, athlete. Depends on the air or whatever. It depends on the style you're doing it. But also, I like the idea of 3 design. And then a part of the marks would be, you design number 1, it was not good. This one goes 5 meters. You do number 2 design, even 20 meters, you significantly improve. Tell what you have improved. That's the process. You get maybe some marks for going from very poor to very good. So that could add more values, the process thinking. So ask question, what do you think, guys? What do you think? Makes sense what they did? It could be also not a paper, it could be a real, maybe wooden or balsam, or maybe use, I don't know, maybe a styrofoam, because paper looks like it's sort of like a basic. You don't have much degree of freedom in paper. What do you think? Makes sense? Any question, professors? Is it clear? Is it clear or no? Clear. Crystal, okay, put it there. We have one more team, and then we go to the process of evaluation. Last but not least, please explain your project.
Okay, this course is to make the students more understand how the operas work.
Opera.
Yes, opera. So what the project do is each group will have 3 people, and they have to choose one of their favorite opera and adapt one of the section to change the plot or the music of it, and present to other groups. This is a 10-week course, so we will the first 2 weeks we will tell you the opera details about opera, and the next 5 we will give you time and some budget to let you think what your adaptation will go. then other 2 weeks we'll present, and the last week we'll vote, and we'll give the rewards. And the reward is if we'll vote, the group will vote for others, and the winner will get 3 tickets to the singing opera house. And that's our project. Thank you.
Very good. I have few questions. Number one, why you give budget? This is more conceptual. Why do I need the money? Can you tell me? Where the money goes? Okay, they design something. It is excellent project, by the way. Where the money is needed for?
Opera needs some clothes.
Oh, therefore they actually perform.
Yes.
Okay, so this is for performance. Yeah, that's so. What is the name of this course? Like what course it is? I mean, I know it's art, but is it?
Opera learning.
Yeah, so something like that. I know it's okay. So when you mentioned about, you should have, it's good. But now here is interesting. Part of this is not about, I love the changing part because everyone knows Hamlet. But you change something in Hamlet, make it funny or make it more drastic. But also, you perform, you buy the proper dress. That could be also maybe a visual art course or something that they do, or maybe even they use some artifact of the face change or something. They can use that for performance, the best maybe appearance. You can add also, these are the criteria. You have to be the most realistic to maybe Othello or Desdemona or like this. That's one. And next, you said evaluate each other's. So they actually perform. Where this performance takes place? Is it in an opera house? Is it in classroom?
Classroom.
Classroom. And then how do they vote? Because the vote has to be done, like here is your vote. I give you hearts. Do you give them tokens or something, or how do I do?
I think that's sticker. Yes. And maybe we can write the group's name on the board.
Yeah, that's one. But a better way is very good. The better way is to give them tokens, some special coins, a special one, and then you give each person one, and then when the opera finishes, they think, and at the end, they have each one has a box, a color box. 10 boxes, students come and one by one they put in their own, except their own, they can't do. And then after you count these coins, 7 coins, 2 coins, 1 coin, 7 is winner. Interesting, I like the fact they said that you alter. So also this has a value of performance. So it could be a performing course. So it has lots of elements. You could also add to the performance. So you alter it, means you change, the script is changed. You have dressed, visual art. You have performance. So it's a combination of many things at the same time. And I like the fact that you break it down, the course, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 1 week. It's a very holistic. Very good, very good. Thank you. One more time. So now is your time to evaluate your friends. You also don't need to use all. If you don't like any, don't do it. So pink, again, pink is for the context, and red is for the appearance of the poster presentation. Very good. Come on, come on. You don't have to work. Go. Everyone has 4. 4. Everyone has 4. Red is for appearance. Pink is for the concept. And if you don't like to give, don't give. Or you can give both to same groups. Everyone uses his or her own, and nobody uses for himself or herself, right? Okay, let's do the counting. Let's go first for the poster appearance. Well, only one. You're not going to win. Airbus and NASA team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, this group win the presentation and appearance, mostly appearance. Hey, you deserve one of these guys here. And hold on, we count the other one. Right here. Look at that. Okay, let's count the actual project, design, and the context. Let's see. Group red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some of you guys use both for the same. That's okay. Well, it seems that we have a winner, and the winner is the group red. So I think you all did very well. I really like your project. You know, I would have given you also more. I'm not a part of that. But I want to make a conclusion. You know what is my conclusion? By the way, chocolates for the concept winning team. Okay? So the conclusion is this. Many of my colleagues say, oh, making projects so difficult. I can't take it. It takes time. My answer to those people is 3 of you in 45 minutes design a meaningful project. Imagine you spent a month. Imagine you spent 6 months to design the project. You will have a remarkably better project. So it's not difficult to design. You just have to be motivated. I want you to take this for your future, that designing the project, you need some skills, but it's very doable. And every time anyone said that, I said, no, I did it in about an hour. So I really want to congratulate you. I really like this project, the presentation, the context. I think you all will be good, or you are or will be great educators. Last but not least, remember that. Students don't care how much we know unless they know how much we care. Care about your students and show that you care. And that would be your ace in your sleeves. Thank you very much again for being a part of this. We are almost right on the clock. And thank you for inviting me to your university. And I hope this would be continued, okay? Have a great evening. Have a nice weekend. Thank you.